This morning on The Dish, if the produce at one Southern California restaurant looks especially vibrant, it's probably because it didn't have to travel very far. Jamie Wax joins us with a venue that gives farm to table a whole new meaning. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. That is true because much of the produce for Poppy and Seed is grown in a thriving greenhouse and garden right on the restaurant's property. And chef and co-owner Michael Reed takes it from there, creating inventive and tantalizing dishes that are a ray of sunshine for both diners and the community.
This is called a buzz bun.
Okay.
So you can eat the whole thing, but it's going to overpower you. Just take a little piece off of it.
Chef Michael Reed's outdoor garden is full of unique ingredients.
Put it on your tongue. You're going to start getting a tingling sensation like Pop Rocks.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy.
The 39-year-old chef calls this outdoor oasis his playground and delights in using its fresh results for his dishes.
And it makes you salivate, it makes you hungry, it makes you curious. Like, what did I just do?
It's still happening here.
Yes.
This is one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. The bright greenhouse setting and courtyard of his Poppy and Seed in Anaheim, California is surrounded by lush herbs, vegetables, and edible flowers. What would you describe your cooking as?
It's basically very seasonal. I've always loved Italian, I love French, I love Asian foods, so we basically get to hide and sneak certain ingredients in to still be a California-based restaurant, but build a lot of umami flavors by using fermentation and different ingredients that you normally wouldn't find in most dishes to boost that flavor. I like to say we give you something that's familiar with a twist. A twist you can taste in dishes like seared scallops with pork belly, maitake mushrooms, a celery root puree, and beluga lentils. Beluga lentils are a fancy lentil. They have a little bit more density and texture to it. Once you put it all together, it's a perfect little bite.
The textures alone are amazing, but then the flavors all start to meld in your mouth.
Shrimp and lobster risotto. The colors, again, and the freshness of all the herbs on this are absolutely phenomenal. Finished with mascarpone and Parmesan cheeses.
It's one of my favorites to make here.
Also on the table, crispy mushrooms with an egg yolk topped with Parmesan cheese.
All right.
I'm gonna break this perfect egg yolk. Ooh, look at that. Oh, is that perfect?
Hand-rolled 3-cheese tortellini and brodo. Avocado toast with pickled chilies and shallots on sourdough bread. Ricotta-filled squash blossoms with herbs and truffle honey.
Crispy, cheesy.
And sweet.
Yep, that's the truffle honey on top.
Raised in Oxnard, California, Reed credits his parents for his green thumb.
At garden growing up, we had blackberries. My mom would make ice cream. We had peach trees, avocado trees, artichokes. My mom was always growing stuff. Part of the punishment was like if you didn't do your chores or you got in trouble, go to the garden and pick weeds, and you're just like, oh, come on. Now I really appreciate what they taught me and, understanding that it takes a lot to grow a lot of food.
But like many chefs, cooking for a living wasn't his first dream.
I was on a track and field scholarship. I was a long distance runner. So I broke my foot, had a bone chip. Coach said I would never run as fast as I would my freshman year. I was like, you're right, the Olympics are gone, kind of shattered that dream. And so when I switched motivation from being a business accountant in school to being like, I kind of had the plan B already lined up, being like, you don't really like school, culinary school seems more your speed. I was always cooking for the track team.
Reed would eventually land at the prestigious Culinary Institute of America.
Went there, did the 2-year program, worked at the Modern in New York. Fell in love with fine dining in there, so then it snowed, and I promptly moved back to California.
That's all it took.
It took 2 years of driving upstate and then back to Manhattan, and then one big storm. I was like, before it snows again, I have to leave.
Grilled meatballs, no bread, scallops, mushroom, butter lettuce.
After skipping a couple of steps, he became an executive chef at 26 years old.
You got that butter lettuce ready? Right here on my hand.
By 28, he was burnt out and had to discover what not only fed his customers, but also fed his soul.
I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a little bit.
I love her, though. She may like me, but I love her.
Okay, my friend. So, you guys ordered some good things.
He and his wife, Queenie, opened a popular LA brunch spot called Poppy and Rose, with him as the chef and her on the business side.
I respect him when I go into the kitchen. He's chef. If I tell him there's something that we can't buy because we need to do X, Y, and Z, or we're falling short here, or we've made really good revenue here, I need for you to look at that. He trusts me to say, okay, I understand, and we work together on building this dream that we're building together.
So is this meringue? So
That
it's
is
a dehydrated meringue.
The power couple are continuing to grow their dream together with this space that blossomed during a pandemic.
I will say it was a traumatic experience, you know, because this is our livelihood, and we also hold other people's livelihoods in our hand during the pandemic. But I mean, where there's a lot of turmoil, there's also a lot of opportunity.
An opportunity they use to give back to the community.
We've seen homeless people walk past here and pick off our garden, and we have no problems with it. Like, please eat from our garden. It's here. Like, if you find something that's a tree, are you hungry? Pick something from it. That's why it's here. It's here for us to give back, and it's here for him to create creativity.
I mean, with all your extensive knowledge, has it taught you something to grow your own food here?
I'm still learning. Like, one of my pillars is you got to constantly learn. You know, it's all about really trying to stay true to what it is instead of just mass-produced food. I want something unique on the plate. The only way to do it is to sometimes grow it yourself.
And like the food they've grown themselves, Michael and Queenie Reed seem to always be reaching toward the sun.
I think it's essential for restaurants and restaurant owners to stay positive and give a safe, warm, inviting place for people to come break bread, have memorable experiences, share stories, and commune together.
So you're doing your part.
We're doing our small part. There's always more that we're looking to do, but you know, give us time. Give us time, and as we keep growing, we'll keep looking at the bigger solutions of how we can get more engaged in our communities and, you know, bring people together.
What a great story, and a love story at its heart.
They're so cute together.
Just complimentary. So this food, I mean, you can smell this.
Oh, it smells awesome.
Soto. Michelle, you are brave. You have that
What
buzz
is this
button.
little thing? Okay.
That is what I tasted in the beginning of the piece, and it is like, it's kind of like Pop Rocks for adults, like natural Pop Rocks. It's gonna,
Careful.
It's gonna burn a little, and then it'll make
careful.
your mouth go numb.
Oh, that's always
on, eat
good.
it all.
Very unique.
Burn and then make your mouth go
Experience.
numb. That's what you want to hear.
Oh, it does make my mouth go numb.
Can you read it
You
too?
guys
That
might have
big-
to do the, oh, I have a tease coming up. Oh, wow.
Good timing.
Is it time? Are we still talking?
You
It must be
still
time.
Still talking.
I love
you can
that
still
they
eat.
allow-
You can try to.
Wow.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
see, then it hits you in waves.
Oh, I love it.
It comes in waves.
This is the ticket, everybody.